You wake up, hit snooze 4 times, make coffee, sit in traffic. You spend 8 hours doing unfulfilling work, only to sit in traffic again. This is the default path, a loop conditioned by society that most people accept without question. Historically, the people who built lasting structures and ideas operated differently. They prioritized rest, long walks, and intense, short bursts of deep focus over long, grueling shifts. Charles Darwin produced his massive biological texts while working surprisingly short hours, relying heavily on daily nature walks to solve complex problems. Steve Jobs operated on a similar principle, relying on uncluttered schedules and minimal daily work hours to maximize his creative output and strategic decision-making. Today, we are going to build a system to pull you off that default path. By the end of this video, you will use a physical notebook to design a custom schedule that caps your work at 4 hours a day and restores your free time. Working an 8-hour shift does not guarantee higher output. Unconstrained time dilutes your focus and stifles creative problem-solving. When you restrict your hours, you force your mind to become efficient. Step 1 requires a physical notebook and a pen. Put your phone in another room and close your laptop. Digital note-taking introduces immediate distractions, so we are keeping this analog. Open to a blank page. Draw a line down the middle of the page to create 2 columns. Label the left side, time and action, and label the right side, energy and mood. Retroactively log every minute of your day. Write down exactly what you did, and next to it, record exactly how that specific action made you feel in the morning, afternoon, or night. This chart illustrates a biological bottleneck. Your environment presents billions of bits of information, but your conscious attention can only handle 10 to 50 active bits per second. You cannot design a better routine if you are blind to your own baseline data. This audit exposes exactly where your limited, highly valuable attention is leaking throughout the day. Now that you have your audit, we need to create your anti-vision. It is psychologically much easier to pinpoint exactly what makes you miserable than it is to conceptualize a perfect future. Look at the patterns in your energy column and ask yourself, what does an unfulfilling day look like to you? Take your pen and physically cross out the draining tasks and negative habits on your list. These are the actions that build your anti-vision. When you remove these tasks, you create empty time. If you do not actively choose how to fill that time, society's default expectations will automatically fill it for you. Identifying what you must avoid serves as a strict filter. True focus requires you to aggressively defend your mind from the things you shouldn't be doing. Take the meaningful tasks that survived your filter, alongside one personal project, and force them into a strict 4-hour completion window. If you have a demanding job or a family, a 4-hour block might be impossible. Start as a single, uninterrupted 1-hour focus block and scale up as you gain control. When you compress an 8-hour timeline into 4 hours, you introduce a state of positive stress. The restriction creates urgency and eliminates room for distraction. Turn to a fresh page in your notebook. We are going to draft your new 3-phase daily blueprint. Phase 1 is your morning routine, designed to fill your mind with novel education and resources. Phase 2 is your focused work block, where you use your mind to execute on your personal project. Phase 3 is your night routine, where you must empty your mind. Step completely away from your work. Take a long walk and let the ideas from the day connect on their own. Rest is a biological requirement. Without dedicated time away from your desk to empty your mind, creative emergence and complex problem-solving simply cannot happen. This brings us to entropy, or nature's tax. Any system will naturally degrade into chaos over time unless you intentionally input energy to maintain it. To keep your new schedule from falling apart, schedule a non-negotiable time block at the end of your week specifically for a system review. During this review, identify which routines failed during the week, adjust your timings, patch the leaks, and write out a slightly improved schedule. Blind consistency will eventually cause you to fail. Maintaining this requires constant self-experimentation and iteration to adapt to the changing variables in your life. Look down at your notebook. You have just created a physical artifact that outlines exactly how to pull yourself off the default path. By treating your focus as a trainable muscle, you will begin working fewer hours while producing a much higher quality of creative output. This requires an identity shift. Stop acting like a programmed background character and start acting as the conscious architect of your daily routine. Your final step for today is simple. Close your notebook, clean your physical workspace to remove any friction, and prepare to execute your new morning routine tomorrow. Your focus is the direct limit of your turn immaterial ideas into material reality, and you build the capacity to leave a dent in the world.